Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, this is going to be a very late in the game decorate with me. One of these years I'll be a YouTuber who, gets all this decorating stuff done and makes Christmas videos and has that all ready for the month of December. But getting married this year, this was just not the year. So we're gonna decorate. Today is Wednesday and we're gonna go get the Christmas tree on Saturday. So better late than never. We'll get just over 2 weeks to enjoy all the decorations, but worth it. If you want a little update on just our living situation and kind of everything that's been going on since the wedding, I just filmed a chatty catch-up video. I actually literally just filmed it, but it's already up on my channel as you're watching this. Here's the little setup. Didn't feel like digging my tripod out, so I just got a bunch of books, and then there's my ring light. But I decided I'd give a couple updates before we get into the decorating portion. So as you can see, the floor is now cleared out and our room is pretty much set up. We got some nightstands and just put the little knobs from my old nightstand so it kind of matches the dresser. We're gonna be getting rid of this and doing like wedding photos or vows or something like that up there. So the decor is not done, but as far as like us both having places to put things, that's done. And then as for the closet, we ended up taking out all of like my books and filming equipment in here and got these baskets just off of Amazon to put clothes in, and they're actually really nice because they're pretty deep, like they go far back and they fit perfectly. And then I got this shoe rack that fits perfectly up there. So we've got a lot of our shoes. Tyler just measured it for me and then I searched for ones that were like a good size, and this one could not be more perfect. And so we pretty much have a home for everything in terms of like our clothing and stuff. And then we still have quite a bit to do in here. So we're just gonna keep this door closed and pretend like that's not there. As for the living room, it doesn't actually look like we have that much done, but we have seriously gotten so much done. We only have a couple more gifts to put away over here. This is some of the stuff that we're gonna keep in storage / wedding stuff that I'm gonna see if my friend Tiff wants, because again, they just got engaged. And then over here is actually all of Anna's stuff. So all of her kitchen stuff, or not all of her kitchen stuff, had gotten moved out when she moved out because we were actually still using some of it as we were waiting for some of the stuff that we ordered to come in. And so I've been packaging up her stuff as our stuff has been coming in because she hasn't needed it. And I'm gonna take that down to storage for her to grab. So our goal is to have all of this cleared out by Saturday so that we can decorate. Got some stuff over here. I'll show you a little haul here in a second. And then other than that, here is our TV that just came in. Tyler's gonna hang it. But other than that, we've pretty much just been going through and cleaning and organizing. And so every cabinet or drawer we've gone through, I've done like a deep clean wipe down of, as we've taken out stuff that either Anna's gonna keep or that we're putting somewhere else. Every time we've taken stuff out, we've cleaned everything down and then put the new stuff in and washed it all. And so it doesn't look like a ton's been done, but it's just all of the more deeper organization stuff so that we can put stuff away and have a space for it. And so I'm sure I'll give a little apartment tour once everything is settled, but for now, that is the pre-decoration update. I thought I'd do a little haul of the stuff we got to decorate for Christmas. We really didn't go too crazy, again, because we just have like 2 weeks of this all being up, but we wanted to still get some stuff, just the basics that we'll need year after year. And so the first thing is not a year after year thing, because this is actually fresh garland that I got from Trader Joe's. I initially got like the plastic garland from Target just because I didn't know if I'd be able to find live garland, but I'm going to return that because this was always the goal, and I think we're going to put this on our mantle. And so that's the one thing. This is a little ornament we got in one of our Christmas gifts that says our first Christmas, and so I just set that with our Christmas stuff. Here it is close up. Next we got this little tree topper from Target. It was $5 and I just thought it was cute and kind of neutrally. We're not going fully neutral because we still want to bring in the red because you got it for Christmas, and Tyler also actually really likes the color red, and so I got these stockings, and this one I like the neutrals, and so I got this one for me, and then Tyler's is red, but they match. Target. We also got these little stocking holders that go on the mantle from Target. They're from the Hearth and Hand line, whatever the Chip and Joanna Gaines one is. I'll try to link all of this below. And I also meant to mention, but the baskets in our closet are from Amazon, and that'll be linked on my Amazon storefront. Next up is our little tree stand guy. We are actually gonna go cut down a tree, which I'm very excited about. So we are doing a real tree, and this guy we can use year after year. Same with our tree skirt, which is from Target. I just liked the wooden wicker. Goes well with the decor from our living room, and so that's all for the tree. Next, we got some bulbs. This one has the silver, the gold, and the pink. Not really sure if we'll use the pink, but this was the best set that we could find. And then I also got this little smaller set with some red bulbs to kind of mix in there. Remember I was talking about compromise in my last video? This is proof of my love for Tyler, because I would have totally gone with all neutrals, but he loves the red, so we got him some red, and they're sparkly, so I like that. Next, we got some lights. These are just the white lights, but they're the twinkling ones, which I'm very excited about, so we'll use that on the tree. And then we got this little garland thing. This is where my neutrals came in, and I figured this would be fun to put with the live garland on the mantle, kind of like mix that in. We'll see how that goes, or if that's where that ends up. And then finally, this mat for outside our door. Merry everything. Again, it's only going to be out there for 2 weeks, but I figure this is something that we'll use year after year. So that's the plan. Quick little update. It is Friday and the living room is finally cleared out. Tyler and I spent the past couple hours just going through boxes and putting stuff away. The guest room, aka Anna's old room, is a different story because there's still a lot to go through in there, but the living room is at least ready to go for us to get our Christmas tree tomorrow and decorate, which I'm so excited about. So I'll show you a little update of that. But before I do, I just put some essential oils in, and I want to show you the combo I did because it smells so good. Very Christmassy. Okay, so I did Stress Away, Peppermint, and Clove. This one has a different seal because I think it's like ingestible or whatever, but this is so good. It's got that Christmassy, fresh with the peppermint, kind of vanilla-y mix. And wow, Tyler was literally just saying how he's like, I'm not like a huge fan of essential oils, and then I put this combo in and he smelled it and he's like, okay, maybe I am. So try that out. Okay, here's our living room. We just have that big blanket laying out because we dried it, but it's still a tiny bit damp, and the dryer kind of doesn't get it because it's super big. So that's just finishing drying. We got our Christmas stuff over here ready to go. And then I added these cute little trees from Target to the collection when I went the other day. They're just like the neutrally, Tyler calls them ice cream cones. And now I kind of can't unsee that, but they're super cute. And then over here is the remaining stuff that's still in the living room. It's just wedding things. Gonna get that organized tonight and put it in storage, our little storage unit downstairs. So I'm probably gonna throw on a Christmas movie and do that. At the same place we ate the morning we got engaged, or the morning before we got engaged. I keep getting emotional because I'm literally just so excited to go pick out our first tree together.
Real thing. Here we go.
Baby?
Freaking excited, baby.
Got any tree puns?
Not yet. Can't put me on the spot like that.
I know.
Love you.
I love you, baby. This is way harder than it looks. Alright, babe, your turn. She's a cutie.
Babe, I came up with the best Christmas one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Alright, you gotta talk about how special our tree is, okay?
Isn't this so special, babe?
Babe, you're being so savvy right now.
My hands are covered in sap. so while Tyler was setting up the tree, I made a little stovetop potpourri. That rhymed. Let me show you what's in it. So this was actually a really cute gift idea that a friend gave me last year. And basically she just put all these ingredients in like a little cellophane wrap. But we've got orange slices, cinnamon sticks if you can see them in there, whole cranberries, rosemary, and cloves. And you just empty it into like 4 to 6 cups of water, put it on the stove, bring it to a slow simmer. It can sit for hours. You just keep adding water as it evaporates, and it smells so good and so Christmassy. Now Tyler is starting a fire. Fun fact, this is the first time we've ever made a fire in this fireplace. On deck for tonight, you already know. Just got back from church. Here's my little outfit of the day. These pants I got a couple years ago from Madewell, and they're so fun and actually really comfy. This sweater also I got a couple years ago from Madewell. And then these shoes I'm pretty sure I got from the Nordstrom anniversary sale. So to kind of give a rundown of our Sunday routine, if you didn't know, Tyler works at our church. He's the worship director there. So he has to be at church on Sundays really early. He wakes up at like 5:45 or something like that. And so that's why we drive separately, because I'll sleep in a little bit and then I'll go to the early service that starts at 9 a.m. and then I'll stay for the second service and go to the high school youth group, because Tyler and I are both small group leaders there. He has the senior guys and I have the senior girls. And so I will come home after that, and then he usually gets home maybe like 30-ish minutes after that. And so he should be home in like any minute now. But he was supposed to go back to work tonight because our church is doing like a Christmas outreach on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays through the month of December. And it's this really cool thing. They do like movies, karaoke, an area for the kids, tons of awesome stuff, but it's outside and it's supposed to rain today. And so that just got canceled. And so he'll be in for the night. And I think that I want to make a really cozy, yummy soup that we've had before. Just because what's better when it's raining outside. And so I think that's gonna be our plan, and just kind of have a cozy time at home. I think we're gonna look at our wedding photos later too, because those just came in, like the full gallery, but we haven't had a chance to like sit down together and look through them. I'll probably be doing, or I will be doing, a blog post sharing all the photos at some point, and then also kind of like a YouTube video. So be on the lookout for that. I realized some of you might not know that I have a blog, but that's actually what I started before I ever started YouTube. And I haven't written a blog post in a really long time, and I really want to get back to that because I miss the art of writing and just sharing things that God is teaching me in my life, which is really how all of this started. And so, side note on all of that, but if you didn't know I have a blog, I'll have it linked below. It's always linked below if you want to check it out. I think I'm gonna do a little quiet time right now because I woke up late this morning and did not do that. And so I'm gonna just enjoy that by the fire right now, and then go grocery shopping and make some soup. Something our pastor said in church today that I thought was cool. He was talking about how with Christmas, not only do we celebrate the birth of Jesus, but in that, what we're actually celebrating is the beginning or the unfolding of God's plan to redeem creation back to himself, to save us. And I just thought that was so cool because I think a lot of times as Christians, we'll talk about how, you know, beyond all that happens in this season, the trees and the decorations and the gifts, beyond all of that, what we're really celebrating is the birth of Jesus. And this is true, but it's not a birthday just in terms of how we would think about that for you and I. It was literally the beginning of God's plan unfolding. It was God himself stepping down into humanity, emptying himself, like it talks about in Philippians chapter 2. And it was the launching of God's grand plan to redeem creation back to himself. And so I just thought that was a cool reminder and way to think about and remember what this season is truly about. I'm just finishing up the soup. It's a zuppa toscana. I'll link the recipe I used below. It's super good. And Tyler's working on putting our TV together. We're about to eat, and then we're gonna go over to our neighbor's house for some games. So I'm gonna close this vlog here. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and then also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.
And ring the bell.
And ring the bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Ready? Bye.